All right, halftime. Ole Miss leaves Oklahoma 22-10. A little bit of a surprise, to say the least. A little bit of late money on Oklahoma, but Ole Miss clearly a superior team. You can even argue, if not for the head scratching, putting in a quarterback change there a couple drives ago. Ole Miss could be even up further here. They get a safety. They dominate the line of scrimmage. Chambliss running around and scrambling on third downs. Lane Kiffin in his bag. Great audition for the Florida job, if I do say so myself. Your thoughts quickly on the first half before we get into it.
Yeah, I mean, I to have that much success on offense against an Oklahoma defense that's been absolutely dead nuts all year, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive on the ground. I didn't see that coming. They were able to win up front a bit. And Ole Miss different. It's not a great unit, but they did enough. They did enough when you're going to put up 20 plus in the first half. So
They got a safety. That was an impressive play by two Ole Miss defenders.
I mean, what we know about this Oklahoma program and its fans, like Mike Vivian, is they're soft, and the SEC isn't for them. And so send them back to the Big 12 where they belong, because this conference is not what Oklahoma football's about.
Any quick thought? I'll get into obviously you're watching Halftime Hit the Book, sponsored by FanDuel, alongside the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish and Brad Powers. Before we get in, we've got to pay the bills. Read the FanDuel. Read anything quickly on the second half. Oklahoma favored by 4.5, total 26. I would lean over. I mean, Oklahoma's going to have to push it.
Yeah, Oklahoma's going to have to push it. But 26 is a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see a best bet. I'm just saying lean. I mean, 25.5, I guess. Nothing major for me. I wouldn't be betting the second half if we weren't doing the show. So that's where I'm at there. All right. Oh, as I hit the thing. Got to talk FanDuel. Obviously, we're doing the show because of FanDuel, and college football season is delivering weekly showdowns you don't want to miss. Right now, all customers on FanDuel can score a 50% profit boost for this week's big matchup on campus between Texas A&M and LSU. Here's how it works. You place a bet on the game, you apply your profit boost, and you enjoy boosted winnings when your bet hits. And the best part, you get paid instantly when you win. You can use your boost on bets like spreads, totals, team props, so much more. Don't wait. Visit FanDuel.com/hitthebooks. That's FanDuel.com/hitthebooks. Download the app and boost your next bet on this week's marquee matchup between Texas A&M and LSU. We'll be talking about that game in a little minute. Disclaimer: must be 21 plus. The President select states for Kansas in affiliation with the Kansas Star Casino or 18 plus. Present in DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. Often required. Bonus stages and non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Call gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit FanDuel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org. In Maryland, Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NEW YORK or text HOPE New York in New York. All right, other matchups. We got a best bet on Kansas State. They're up 21-14. Ooh. Probably could have been more.
Should have been more.
Of half the situation there.
Yeah, frustrated. I mean, they really should have been in. They were going in to score 21-7. They don't get the score. Kansas comes right down before the half, 21-14. So would feel a lot better about that one if it was in the bank already. But
yeah,
sometimes it's never easy in this game. Let's go just around the couple of quick hitters. Arkansas just scored to get back in it. A couple of drives into Auburn territory early, failed. And then, but you know what? I'm thinking Arkansas. I'm still feeling okay there.
Okay.
Bowling Green, 14-3 over Kent State.
We'll see what happens. We've made some predictions at halftime of
MAC games before that have.
Bowling Green looks like the side. Missed opportunity for me, really. My power rankings like BG. I just didn't know the quarterback market early in the week said Kent State was the play. Then there was late week money on BG. Did play a little bit under there today. So that's, as of right now, looking good. Purdue just scored coming out of the second half, 17-7 on Rutgers. They bet that game, Knish, like I knew the final. Purdue went from +3 to -3 this week.
Yep. And you know what? They were right on that one. I guess you always complain about the bad beats and the bets that you didn't, you should have made. Rutgers a bet that I'm glad I missed on.
I forgot. We said we were going to bet it at pick. I never got to it.
Yeah, and I'll give it. That's one of those you gotta. It goes both ways, because that's one that I never got to the window with Rutgers, and thank goodness we did.
Another game, Memphis quarterback, kind of a surprise that he gets announced in. Line drops to as low as 3 in some spots. So far, South Florida looks like the side, but Memphis just scored. So we'll see. That could be a back and forth one. Indiana. Oh, yeah, by the way.
Oh, man.
I think we could put them with Ohio State as I know I'm getting from the Hoosiers every week. 35-3. What a machine. That Big Ten championship game might be the national championship.
That's gonna be an early. I gotta tell you, I filled some for one of my guys wanted some Ohio State to win the Big Ten minus 150-ish. I don't know if that's I mean, they're gonna again, Indiana, I think they're both gonna be there, but I don't see that more than 3.5.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 3.5.
So yeah, we'll see what the old 3-2 in Buffalo.
Yeah, 3-2. How about that? In the bottom of the third inning, with Finley leading, coming off the mound, the right-hander pitching with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
yeah. And
wow.
App State just scored that half to make it at least make it a game there versus Old Dom. So they just got in, so that'll be 10-7 going to half.
Nebraska scored coming out of the second half.
Kick return, son of a. And you know what? I thought Northwestern was doing exactly what they needed to do to stick in that game and have a chance at the end, but you can't give up a kick return touchdown when your offense is pretty blah. So,
all right, enough of us. Let's get to the chat. Chat's loaded up. Cressman's first. We love Cressman. Member for 13 months. Thoughts on Oregon team total over 37.5 minus 130 at FanDuel. My only hang up there would be weather. So, and I will say Wisconsin's defense is still playing very hard. It's the offense that puts them in a predicament. Did you do anything in that game? I didn't do anything.
I got nothing in that one, Cress. I wish I had a little bit more taste for you. That is not one that I really wanted to get. Well, I mean, I know. And listen, market is bets in Wisconsin. Early 34.5. So that's come down. I can't. If you would have told me 35, I would have had, again, okay, I'll stomach a Wisconsin bet. I don't want to get involved in this. Yeah, they can't score. They cannot score.
They can't. And sooner or later, the defense will just give up, let go of the rope, so to speak. So, Cressman, I lean that way. I just haven't gotten in the window on that one. Again, the weather would worry me a little bit. Drew, member for 13 months, lots of touts on Iowa State. Should I be nervous? Well, getting that, I mean, a little bit of surprise. Defensive tackle, Big Juice goes from doubtful to
citrus.
Yeah, citrus, whatever. Yeah, what did I say? Big Orange?
Big Juice.
Yeah, Big Juice. Big Citrus, whatever. Yeah, you get my drift. He's gonna play, so that certainly helps. I lean Iowa State, but I still hate the price. But 2.5, there's 3s popping up everywhere.
Yeah, I mean. I played some, it's not sponsored, so there was a cheap money line on it. I played just a little bit of a small thing on Iowa State, cheaper money line on an exchange price. So that was it for me. Nothing crazy. When I saw that note come across that the Big Juice was coming in. So yeah, that was it, but nothing too crazy there.
Trevor Troiner, 499. Thoughts on NC State Pitt over and Michael Trigg. Rushing yards? RY?
Got to be RY. Got to be rushing yards. Yeah.
Receiving yards. Michael Trigg's that's why I got Michael Trigg's a tight end for Baylor. Thanks as always, guys. I haven't dived into Baylor's tight end. I do lean Baylor in the game. Obviously, if I lean them in the game, they don't win low scoring games. They're going to have to, outscore Cincinnati. So a little bit higher scoring there. So yeah, he's by far their best weapon. I think he's a top 3 tight end in the country. NC State Pitt over. I lean that way, but I like the NC State side. I certainly lean over. I combine the two. I like NC State team total over.
Yeah, that's good. What would you play team total wise on the number?
23.5.
Okay. There's still a few of those out there.
Yeah, Tout Service released that. So I like that one quite a bit.
The a different 4-letter network, if you know what I mean, might have some 23.5 and 6.5 minus 110 on NC State, which I played some of here right before the show. So,
yep, like both. I was trying to get at it. 1 + 1 = 3, so to speak. Dan in the chat, $5. Thoughts on Iowa State money line and TCU West Virginia over 55.5. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I mean, I lean Iowa State. It's just we've talked about it all week. It's just 10 years ago this line's pick 'em.
Yeah.
So that bothers me. It also
Hogs,
bothers me kind of
Big Suey touchdown up 14-10 now
for Arkansas.
Yep.
There we go.
Turn around just like that, baby.
And South Florida got a field goal before the half. I see. TC West Virginia over. I think that's a sneaky over. Both teams run a ton of tempo. The problem is West Virginia is so banged up at skill position offensively. I just never really got there. BG just scored up 21-3.
There you go. Nothing for me on the side. It's come down, tick down a few points. I needed it to tick down. If I saw some
54.5.
Yeah. You go under there, then I'd be a little bit more at, but it just never got there. I got a screen history if it might have got there at some point. Now I don't see it. So yeah, one that, you know what, if it gets there a little bit more before kick, maybe we'll have a sneaky overplay, small at the end, but nothing there for now.
GOG in the chat, 499. Thoughts on Western Michigan, Miami, Ohio, total of 40.5 with two teams that average 21 plus. Says a lot, in my opinion. I got to the window on Miami, Ohio in this game. I just think they're the slightly better team. I know Western's been hot against the spread, off a bye. I just think, look, if Finn doesn't get hurt against UNLV, they beat UNLV. Then what's the spread? So, again, probably at least 3. For me, it's Miami, Ohio. Did you do anything with the total, though?
I'm with you on that. You want to go best bet Miami, Ohio?
Yeah, let's do a best bet. Yep. There's some 2s out there. Friends at FanDuel have 2.5.
I think there's enough 2s to grade.
Let's do 2. So our great producer's filling in for Barb. Barb checked out the comments in the chat, and she said, I'm out of here. So, so we got a new producer today. He's doing a good job. Thank you. But yeah, let's go Miami, Ohio, best bet -2. Charles Saul in the chat, $5. Here we go. Thoughts on the Dakota marker? Not enough love for this game. Need to know if Knish is going to have the Oklahoma State game on TV and subjecting others to it.
What is that? That's a 4:00. I might actually have. You know what? I'll be checking in. It won't be on the main. I'll tell you that. But when it's 21-0 after 6 minutes, then we can start to sweat early. So. Hopefully they can score, and we can be getting we get a little breathing room there where that's not going to be on the main screen.
Dakota marker, I like North Dakota State. I bet it. I like it quite a bit. South Dakota State's quarterback. I know Thamel reported he's less than 50% chance to play. I think he does play, but he might be compromised a little bit. I like North Dakota State if he was 100%. So again, I like North Dakota State here. Made it 7 with a healthy South Dakota State quarterback. There you go there. Kirk in the chat, $5. Thoughts on the weather affecting night games in the South? I think LSU, Texas A&M would be the big one. Texas, Mississippi State's an afternoon. You know what? I haven't done too much there. Market hasn't. What's your thoughts on A&M LSU? You like A&M? I like LSU. Want to go head to head? Oh, we did already. Money line.
Yeah. We're in head to head.
What's the other? I'm trying to think the other game. I know there's a little bit of under in Arkansas State, Georgia Southern. I think that's been priced in because them two teams scream over. We've seen that come down 3-4 points. I don't know. Have you raced the window to bet a weather under? I'm like, we've talked about this. I am like bad weather. They just delay the game until there's good weather.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think most of that edge is dead. The only thing that's left is the high wind with no storm. So I don't even. I mean, the field.
Boy, I don't know if I want to get in this, but the field drainage systems are light years better than what they were 20 years ago. You don't have. I mean, we used to play in puddles.
And everybody has fake stuff. Nobody plays on real grass, so the turf isn't. So most of the wind, that's all that's left is really
is the wind.
Is wind with no storm within 800 miles and wind.
I think the highest wind game was Miami, 45.5. That's priced in because Branson's going to play now. But I mean, we got a rainy, wet game here. Where this game, Oklahoma, Ole Miss is going to go over the total. They're starting to score in the Arkansas game. I mean, it's just that weather stuff's pretty much dead, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Jared in the chat, Rudder, $5. I'm kind of in love with Mississippi State. Plus thoughts. Appreciate you fellas. More Barb. Well, guess what? Comments like that, Jared. I'm joking with you guys. Comments like that means less Barb. I'm having fun. I did bet Mississippi State. I'll take 7.5.
Me
Did
too.
you see this? There's reports on Sark being interested in the NFL.
Yeah. And you know what? Hey, if you can get an NFL job, I don't begrudge anybody for getting out of the college grind right now for an NFL job. I think he'd be a good NFL fit too. Good play caller, all that. So
I think he would be a perfect NFL offensive coordinator in my opinion.
no, that's fair. That's fair.
So
I
don't know about him as a head coach. We'll see. I just Mississippi State to know. Mississippi State tonight. Cowbell for me.
Like it. I don't love it as a best bet.
All right.
It's 7.5. I've played some 7.5, but
the play to hindsight's always gonna be 2020. The play to be made was Kentucky last week, getting a much better number with a better defense, a slower tempo. Damn it. That's like one of the bets of the year that I'm pissed at myself for not going in on. Sucks.
Let me go. You know what? We're going to go derivative, a little derivative in the Michigan State game. We usually do player prop.
Okay.
We're going derivative. First quarter. I don't know if they'll be able to get this in the app because we're down. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel on producers today. First quarter, Michigan State plus 3.5.
Plus 3.5. All right.
Plus 3.5. The FanDuel's at 2.5, 3.5 pretty widely available. Almost everywhere else painted on the screen, you got 3.5. So first quarter, Michigan State plus 3.5. Always, we're going to rely on the old Jonathan Smith scripted drive, slow tempo. Think they get one out of the gate where they got him a little confused. And Michigan State comes out, got a couple of their guys coming back. So I know we're on it full game. We'll go a little bit of derivative. Yeah, I know there's a guy, Joey Fez here with the first quarter plays.
yeah.
Give me a first.
No, I like it, though.
3.5 on Sparty, and think you know what, before Michigan can kind of the horses take over, it's worth a little bit of a first quarter. If there's anything in the Jonathan Smith playbook that you need to bring out, it's this game, this week, this drive to start the game. Because I tell you, he's in hot water. So give me the first quarter.
There we go. Pascal did get our Miami Ohio bet in. Thank you, Pascal, for getting that in. Check on that first quarter. I like that. Good job there. I like Michigan State. They're getting a couple guys back. I mean, this has got to be it, or that era is done. It's cooked.
Yeah.
They don't need a win. They just need a cover. Back to the chat. Let's see what you got here. A lot of Jody Fezzik.
We didn't even talk last night's game, the Cal Virginia Tech game.
Oh my God.
If you had Cal in that, I never got to the window, thank God, because I never saw that. But
I took a bad number and had Cal.
The last drive, the targeting, what the fuck are you talking about? Everyone like shoulder to shoulder. The guy jumps up, like puts his head down and hits the guy right in the face. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What even shoulder to shoulder? He didn't hit him in the shoulder. And I'm not like a mister, like, oh, we got to protect the players with targeting. But if you have the rule, what the fuck is targeting then? He left his feet, he dipped his head, he hits him right in the face, and he's defenseless because he's a receiver.
Yeah.
And if you tack on 15, he's not missing it.
Game. There was a couple roughing the passers that were terrible.
Oh, the roughing the passer.
Yeah, both of them were. There's one on Cal and a really bad one on Virginia Tech late in the game allowed Cal to tie it. Oof, rough. I didn't watch the other ones. I went to the damn game and missed a little bit, and I fell asleep.
I caught a little of Boise, Nevada. Woof. Was not I checked out early.
Yeah. Didn't intrigue me either. Mitchell. Love Mitchell. $27.99 Canadian. Good luck to today, fellas. Joey, probably best prop bet of the day. What are your thoughts on the NBA stuff going on? Just wanted a real gambler's opinion. You do better on that because are you betting NBA actively or not really?
I do a little bit of overnight stuff and some day of prop stuff for some guys, but nothing super heavy volume or any of that. Let me see what's on. What did you think before? Let me make sure these are available. What did you think on the gambling scandal?
Well, I've seen some of the videos of Rozier, and it looks pretty damning to say the least. I mean, that doesn't even look like he was trying to hide it, to be honest with you. I don't actively bet the NBA. I will say, just generally speaking, that is the sport. If you're going to point shave, it's the easiest. I think it's stupidity to be doing it with. We love FanDuel, but if you're going to do it, you cannot do it with the domestic books. I mean, you're just going to get caught, and that's the beauty of legalization. People are, oh, this is what happens. No, this is what happens when you have legalization. It's easier to catch this stuff. When it's, in the black market and offshore and in the underworld, stuff like this doesn't get caught as fast. So I don't know. I didn't read too much into the poker games. Did you get into that? I didn't. I don't have time this time of year. If it was
I mean, I just saw it a little bit, but nothing to. Did Arkansas? Oh, baby, another one for you. Is that 21-10 now? Woo, pig rolling them over now. God, you know what? That's why I get on the show. I say we're still good. Of course, I don't fucking live bet it. It was a live betting banger of the day here, 10-0, and they're now
it's going to be what happens. I don't want to jinx it, but somebody gave out Auburn live at a big number. So there will be consequences and repercussions coming.
Good.
So it's a multitude of people. Another guy probably watching too. I'm not jinxing it. We'll talk on Monday, but let's just say there will be consequences and repercussions to some people. So I got to be honest with you, because of who was on that is the most important play of the day from OBP. Because there was discussions. You got anything else? I mean, I was active. I told you Todd Service gave out North Dakota State because of the quarterback. Another one, probably surprise. I get the Monmouth quarterback. If you're familiar with FCS football, he's like up for the FCS Heisman. I mean, if it was just a stat award, he'd win it. He might not play today, so that's why old BP gave out Hampton. So we'll see on that. That hasn't gone yet. It'll probably kick off here. It should be kicking off here soon.
Yeah, 2:00, or I think it just kicked. Was it 2:00 kick?
Anything else on the night? I'm looking. I didn't do anything really. I mean, we got Michigan State. I mean, I'll tell you. Let me be a good host and recap the best bets in case you're just tuning in. Gave out Miami of Ohio. Gave out first quarter Michigan State plus 3.5 on today's show. Minnesota was on Monday plus 9.5. Southern Miss was yesterday minus 13.5. Oklahoma State on Monday plus 38.5. Obviously, we gave out Michigan State full game 2 plus 14.5. Houston plus 7.5. Market agreed with that one, so that was nice. Going right now, we got under looking okay. Georgia Tech halftime. Start of the third quarter. Kansas State looking okay. Arkansas. If they did they score?
Yeah.
Okay.
21-10.
That's looking
90-yard pick six.
That's looking better. So, especially when I heard that, that's good. Finally, I got one of them. We got one of them this year. It feels like a lot of those go against us. Also, got to mention this pizza buffet before we get out of here.
There we go.
I'll get closing thoughts from you. Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., it's a pizza buffet. Rob Pizzola goes through the games one last time and tries to parse where the value still exists. He'll give out some anytime touchdown bets. He's been good at them. Check it out tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. You got anything final?
I got, you know what? I saw it, guys. I looked for the props. The number, I don't want to give out some stale numbers that came in. And then the pucks we just did, all I had was overnights from last night. We got the Islanders game actually going right now, 2-1 end of second. So we need a little help there. And I haven't gotten the tomorrow's stuff in yet for Joey Puck. So I'm light on the plays today, but we'll have the good stuff Monday.
All right.
Oh, wow. Arnold pulled Ashton Daniels in.
Really? For Auburn?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. I was hoping to see Deuce Knight this week. That'd have been fun. All right. That'll do it. He's the true freshman quarterback for Auburn. We'll see on as we, Ole Miss. This would be a big win for Lane. And I think that the downfall of Oklahoma would start then. And they would be a team I would probably be looking to fade as Venables' hot seat grows. But Good luck the rest of the day. Thank you guys for joining. That'll do it for the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish. Good job for our producer filling in Pascal. I'm merely Brad Powers. Thank you for the comments, questions, concerns as far as super chats. We'll see you guys Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Take care.